Hey everybody, today is Monday, August 17th, day number 109 on my 120-day short sale investing challenge using the short sales riches system. First and foremost, I got my MRI results today. I have a bleeding and swollen meniscus, a disc, in my knee. I have a grade 2 sprain of the MCL, which is the ligament on the inside of the knee, and my ACL is completely torn at the midsection. So I did quite a number on my knee, and needless to say, I'm going to see an orthopedic surgeon on Wednesday morning. So that kind of sucks, but you know what? It is what it is, man. So I got to go get it taken care of. But anyway, I wanted to let you know a couple questions came in I want to answer on the blog today in regards to exactly what's sent to the lender. Your submission package is very important because you only have one shot. You could always send things in piecemeal and, a little bit, but it's always better to have one complete package from the beginning, and you're done with it. It's really the way to go. It always, call them back, it always should be the same, okay? You should have a system. You should have a set order of documents that you or your negotiator will send in every time. Now, I'm looking at a title sheet, and the very first thing you want to have is a cover page, all right? In the cover page, you basically want to have a little description of what you're sending in, referencing the property, etc., the loan, account number, etc., name of the borrower, all these, pertinent things to the loan. This is basically your page one. Next, you want to have the agreement of sale, which in this case is the option contract, signed by all parties. Then you have the authorization to release. You have a preliminary HUD-1 settlement statement. You have a financial statement, which we use the Freddie Mac borrower financial form, showing all their income and expenses. You then have the hardship letter, and then there's bank statements, and we normally ask for 3 months of checking account statements for where they do their personal banking. 2 to 4 most recent pay stubs, depending on the lender. Little tip, you might as well get 4 if you're getting 2. Ask them for the 4 most recent, because some banks want 4, some 3, some 2. Nobody ever wants more than 4, so better safe than sorry. And the thing is, when the homeowner's collecting all these documents, it's kind of a pain for them. It's easier just to get it done now and be done with it. So I would recommend 4 most recent pay stubs. Last 2 years' tax returns. You only need the 1040, basically the beginning page. You don't need all the schedules. It's not necessary. And you don't need the state return. This would be the federal form, okay? And then any corresponding W-2s for the last 2 years if they're working a W-2 job, if they're employed. And then finally, any supporting documentation, any other documents that would be requested specifically by the lender. And that's it, guys. You want to make sure that you have the loan number on every page. At the top of every page, reference the loan number. And my suggestion for a submission would be to send it in 3 times. If you have, obviously it should be faxed in. It should be overnighted, or at least express mail, okay, from the post office or whatever. Confirmed delivery. And then you want to have an email confirmation sent in. So if you have an email, a lot of loss mitigators now are giving out their direct emails, which is nice. So you can fax it in, you can mail it in, you can email it in when possible. So you're sending it in 3 different ways. Every page has a reference to loan number, and away you go. If every offer, contract, package is put together, always in the same order, always the same documents, you're good to go. Now, one other thing on the supporting documentation. That is your BPO. That is why in this system, the short sales riches system, we pay $100 to have a BPO agent do a BPO with pictures, with repair estimates, etc. Because what is supporting documentation? You're supporting why you're putting in such a low offer, which is normally 65% of what you anticipate the bank's BPO will come in at. If you think the bank's BPO is going to come in at $100,000, your starting offer will be $65,000, $200,000, $130,000, etc., etc. Figure on that hopefully they're going to negotiate to the point of a settlement between 80 and 85%, and then this way you can work backwards from there on the B2C transaction. So that's kind of cool. I'm just looking here. It's pretty much just an outline of what we do, showing the order of the documents, and this is all blank obviously, but it's kind of like a little template. I forget where I got this. I didn't get it from the short sales riches system. Just surfing around one day. This is pretty cool. Anyway, so guys, that's how you do it. But obviously first you need some deals to put together an offer for. That phone call that just came in was actually for a homeowner I'm working with directly. She's a realtor in the office I work in and working her deal. Very funny, she just told me that Countrywide said they never got the offer. They never got the package. Well, I'm also looking at RealFlow. I have it open right here, and I'm looking at the notes from my negotiator, and apparently it was sent in, hold on, back on August 8th. spoke to the loss mitigator at Bank of America. Strange, they lost something at Countrywide Bank of America. And told to call back in 14 days. And she called back in 3 days. And blah, blah, blah. So now they're claiming they don't have it. Well, I sent it in 3 times, and you have to be used to that frustration. You have to be prepared for that, because it's going to happen. These banks suck, and they don't know what they're doing. So we're going to resend it, and I'm going to call her back now. So, guys, have a great night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.